Alright, hello and welcome everybody back to another video. I'm Ursa CFI and I really appreciate all you guys stopping by. Today this will be a live stream from Barcelona to Lisbon, and we're flying an airline that I just heard about when I looked up this flight, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I'm going to be saying Vueling, and hopefully that's correct. Seems like a budget airline by the cabin layout at least and the decor, but other than that I thought it'd be kind of interesting to check out maybe a new color on the 321. It is just a 321, so you press go and it goes somewhere. And we'll be doing the pretty cool approach into Lisbon. It's a really nice approach. We're going into MK Studios Lisbon, and then we will be maybe doing the return depending on the time. We might come back, or we might go to Malaga as well. We can try doing that. That'd be kind of cool. Before we carry on with the stream, I want to say thank you to all the channel partners. So thank you so much for being a partner of the channel. The biggest partner that'll be on Showcase Day will be Winwing. We just got their brand new Ursa minor throttle. I don't know if they're sending the flaps and spoilers as well, but we have the throttle to look at, and I'll be using flaps from a different method. I'll put the cameras on so you guys can quickly see it. On the right you have the Ursa minor joystick, which is by Winwing as well. Absolutely amazing. And on the left here you have the Winwing Ursa minor throttle. And I haven't mapped this stuff just yet. I don't know if it comes pre-mapped or not, but anyways, I've had to mount this in a weird way. I had to mount it, I had to bring a chair basically because I have nowhere else to put anything. And so I'm just kind of resting it on a chair right now. My goal is to have like this little bench, and then I will put the flaps here, or the spoilers here, and the flaps here. And basically when I want to use the Airbus, I'll just bring this bench in and I'll use this, and maybe I'll take off the honeycomb, which is just in front of it. But really cool, it has the starter switches, 1 and 2. It has the normal ignition start and crank, and then you get some push for the I think this said fault fire last time. I don't know what those are, but those are right there for you as well. The auto throttle disconnect buttons is a very nice deep click. It's really good, really good feeling button. And then of course you have the thrust levers here, and you can individually set each one to which friction level you'd like, so you can do that. And I've set it to it's a relatively loose feel, as my buddy who's come over and flies this actual airplane, the 320 1921, says that these are actually pretty easy to move. They don't take too much force. What does take force, or is a good grip, is the detents, which I find if you have the thrust levers too firm, the detents aren't as noticeable, but if you loosen them up like the real one would be, the detents are quite noticeable. And so you have obviously idle, climb, flex, and toga. You can see it clicks into the detent for itself. Then you also have the reverse, so you click the handles up, goes into idle reverse, and then you can bring them back for an access into max reverse, and then you can go ahead and click them forward and they bring themselves back to the no reverse position. Really cool. You can also turn the detents off. There's a button right there. You just slide it down, or I guess a switch. You slide it down and the detents turn off. So now there's no detent, it just goes full, which is pretty cool. So hopefully we get the flaps and spoilers as well, and we'll be able to take a look at that as well. This button clicks in. I just noticed that. I don't know if that's actually mappable or not. That's kind of funny if it is. You can map that to something, I guess. Anyways, but so thank you to the channel partners. All the links in the description will be down below. If you'd like to check out Winwing for yourself, they'll be down there. And if you want to check out anything else, they will also be down there. I have discount codes with Tobii Eye Tracker, Pimax, all sorts of different stuff. It'll be all down in the description. So thank you guys for using the links down there. Lastly, thank you to the channel members. Whoever supports in a monetary value, I do appreciate you guys, and resubmitting subscriptions, all that stuff. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this flight. That guy's mic is awful. I'm about to change my push to talk and tell him that it's awful. Yeah, last call, your strength is 2x5. There we go. That's a nice way of saying your mic is terrible. Anyways, we're in the 321, and it has the ground power applied to it, and that is about it. So we're going to go to the tab over here. We're going to load our flight, and we're going to go to, yeah, it's fine, ground services. we will we can load with GSX mass balance. Unless you guys want to just get going. Maybe we'll just get going. I'm not going to do the whole GSX stuff. I did reinstall it, but we're just press instant load because I can't be bothered. And we're just going to send all this data to the MCDU as well. So it's all been sent to our FMS, which we're also using the Winwing FMS MCDU, and we're using the Winwing EFIS and FCU. So a lot of Winwing products, the Winwing rudder pedals as well. So the whole setup right now is Winwing, except for my flaps and spoiler I'm doing with the honeycomb, and I'm doing my lights with the PU Air Korea PLTA, which is a really cool little panel that I didn't actually think I was gonna like, but I do actually use it and I like it a lot. So we're gonna go down to the FMS here, and we'll click ATSU, AOC, flight init, and we'll request that data. We'll say hi to people in chat. Thank you so much for you guys joining in chat already. Ian, welcome, welcome. That was supposed to be 3 salutes and not 3. Yeah, no worries, man. Something I can't wait to see the throttles in use. Yeah, the throttles are really, really cool. They are really cool. I can't really say much about it. I've never flown an Airbus, so I wouldn't know. I know in the RJ, the detents are obviously stiffer, but that's like a real airplane. I'd imagine the real detents and rollers are stiffer as well, but again, that's a real airplane. The throttles are like $10,000+ so, but they're really good. Nerdfoo, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being a member of the channel. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. So jealous, waiting on my throttles pre-order. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know these were coming in. Like, I'll put the camera back on. I didn't even know these were going to be coming in today. I worked yesterday, and I was in Charlotte, and I got like a million emails about FedEx and UPS. The other thing got delivered, guys, is in this box right here. I don't know if you've seen this type of box before. Let's see if it focuses. This is PU Air Korea, who made the lighting panel and made my CDU version 2 and all that great stuff. They have recently just sent me this. It came yesterday. It is a Garmin 530 GPS with a magnetic stand attachment as well. So we will be using this on one of the streams coming up very shortly, probably in the Aerostar, I'd imagine. Or maybe maybe something else. I think the 727 can utilize a Garmin system, so maybe we can do it in there, although we'll probably just use the INS or the FMS at that point. But really, really cool stuff coming up. I really need to invest in a bigger home because I have nowhere to put anything anymore. So that's the current story. Joey, welcome, welcome. Thank you for stopping by as well. By the way, guys, we're also streaming on the vertical stream as well. So be sure if you're on the vertical or on the horizontal stream to press those like buttons and subscribe as well. We're going to press request in it. We're 8462 is the flight number today. Go ahead and clear all the warnings. And let's see, our cost index. First of all, we're going up to 350, and the cost index today is going to be... Okay, that's wrong. It says 6. I'm not going to go with that. We're going to do it 60. I'll be flying at like 0.68. We're going up to 350. We'll go next page. This has already been loaded in, so we're just going to enter our block fuel. The block fuel we have total on the airplane is 19.4, just under 19.5, and we're supposed to be 19.450. That makes sense there. Cool.
So I find out who the guy was, and now he's not live streaming here anymore. In that case, KLM 16 Kilo taking off.
That was my fault, guys. My push dock was stuck on the button there.
Volume 22 Whiskey is currently on runway 24 landing.
My button can't get assigned right now.
Just to remember that I was on sign out.
Alright, let me restart VPilot because it's not letting me assign my buttons. That is what a very annoying thing I got with VPilot is when I switch hardware a lot from the Moza yoke to the stick, and it doesn't sometimes pick up the buttons that I want to assign it to until I have to restart it and do all this kind of stuff. Like it's picking up my PU Air Korea right now. And I'm literally pressing the button. And it's almost like if I've used the push to talk before, then it won't work for me to make it again. Alright, well, my push to talk's still not working. We'll just make it a different button for the time being and call it there. That's kind of funny though. I was literally just broadcasting my entire stream to the to FatSim. Someone gave me a quick message saying, "Hey, you're just you're on the stream right now, just to let you know," which is nice of him actually. Huh. Okay, I think it finally worked. Yes, alright, push talk finally worked. Sorry about that, guys. It's being weird. I see if I used to fly an Aerostar, those things are fun. Yeah, man, that is fun. You should try the Just Flight 28 Aero with the PU Garmin. Oh, okay. The Pipers are pretty cool little airplanes, so definitely can check that out for sure. I'm gonna put 19.5.
Personal traffic KLM 16 Kilo airborne runway 24 left. On the Ursa 2 Foxtrot departure, climbing flight level 360, final call for Barcelona. Safe flight on.
And we'll press flight plan. Barcelona departure. And today we're going to be taking runway 24 left. It's a bit of a shorter runway, but that's the in-wind runway today. And it seems like everyone is using that one for departure for the most part. We'll be taking the, let's see, what departure is this? The Senai 3 Kilo. We might have to take the other one here. Let's see what we filed for. Yeah, it says the Senai 3 Kilo. And the planned departure on SimBrief is probably wrong. Let's see. Planned runway is runway 20. That's probably why. Let's see where 20 is.
Traffic, runner, Charlie Tango, Phillips, correction, we are on a 16-mile final, runway 24 right, 5,000 feet,
We'll just take 248. Let's see how long 248 is here. 8,700 feet, 20 is 8,900 feet, or 24 left, sorry. Yeah, let's see if we can do 24 left. Let's quickly get the numbers for it and see if it works. And if that works, that's a quicker taxi. So 24 left, sync, calculate. Yeah, it works. 43, 48, be a flap 2. So that works just fine. We're going to do that. And that means we're going to be on a different departure. And let me quickly get the new chart. This is why I don't like Europe, because Europe has all these SID-dependent runways, which is really annoying. Or runway-dependent SIDs, I guess you could say. So if you're not using this, you gotta just look up a different. Usually most in North America, most SIDs work for most runways. Just makes it simpler. Let's see here. Senai 1. Nope, nope, nope. All right, screw it. We'll just go with the plan because I can't be bothered to find this departure. We're going to Barcelona and departure. We're going to take runway 20. And it's going to be the Ceni 3 kilo right there. We'll insert that, no transition. Then into Lisbon, they're using down there. The wind is 310, so they're probably using the 02. Any way you slice it, it'll be across them, that's fine. We'll put in the ILS for now, and we will be flying the LEBL-LPPT Alpha. There it is. We'll go ahead and insert that. No transition on that either. Perfect. We're all looking good. Performance. We're going to go ahead to the EFB and press send to MCDU, so that'll all get filled out right there for us. It'll be a flap 2, nose up point 857 on the flex, 43, 48, 49. That's all looking good. On this departure, let's see, we're going up to 6,000 feet. We can go and set 6,000. Awesome. I like to have constraints on personally. And we'll set B for the altimeter. The altimeter will be set for us, which is quite nice. So it's a pretty simple departure. Basically just take off straight ahead and we'll follow a series of waypoints, and it leads us out to the southwest-ish pretty much for the most part. So we'll go to the overhead panel here. Let's go ahead and start our APU up. We're not fueling, so we can start the APU. David, welcome. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're going well. And the APU is firing on up. You guys excited for the A340? That thing was pretty cool.
Ryanair 7 Charlie Tango, short final runway 24 right, Barcelona.
Alright, everything is nice and spooled up. Just reaching 100% on the, I guess the N1, which is N, N percentage. EGT is in the green and everything's looking good. We'll go ahead and do the APU to bleed on. And with that, we can also turn off the external power. Alright, we're about to be pushing back. The A321 has fuel pumps to the auto position, so we can just turn everything to auto and not have to worry about it. And that'll be fine. Awesome. We'll come down over here. The seatbelts can get turned on at this point. No smoking will be on for the entire flight. Our nav should have been on from before. Go nav on the number 1. Strobes are auto. Everything else is off. Awesome. Go over here and we will go ahead and close, or sorry, get rid of the GPU, get rid of the air, the shocks. The door can be closed and we can go ahead and toggle away our jet bridge. Nerd through welcome. Anyone know if Winwing has said when the other devices may show up at the FAC? Are they going to be released? No idea. That yoke looked really cool. I really want that that yoke. I have no idea when everything else is coming out. I'm expecting for the like they just launched the EFIS and now they did the throttle. They'll probably do a 3 to 5 month hiatus and just make sure all the orders go in the way they're supposed to go in, if you know what I mean. Alright, we're about to push back, so what we can do is we get our beacon light to the on position. Down here on our transponder, you can go away. Get set, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I think this is a bug. Yeah, there's been a bug I've been getting with 24 beta with the new Fenix update, where even with the parking brake on, the airplane like jolts forward, but like it glitchily does, like it jolts and stops and jolts and stops. It's a little weird, so we might get those GSX messages up a little bit more. And we're squawking 2,000 for IFR above 12. Our predictive wind shear can go on as well. So we're all looking good on that. I'm hoping they come out with the overhead. Yeah, that's gonna. I think they're gonna sell that in installments. I don't think they're gonna sell it all like one big chunk. They might, but they'll probably sell it as installments. All right, guys. Let's give you guys a very quick briefing that would have been done earlier, but let's just do it very quickly right now. We're just on the parked over here at 262. We're gonna push facing east for the most part. Probably gonna take into the ramp to Mike 6, Delta 3, Romeo 3, crossing 24 right at Papa 2, Charlie November, and then all the way to Romeo 20. It's kind of a interesting taxi, but we'll get there one way or another. And we're going to be nose right facing east. Then on the departure, we're taking the Santa 3 Kilo, which is Pearl, then to BL801, BL802, BL803, and basically we're just going to follow this track here. A nice big sweeping right-hand turn, following all the restrictions en route, of course. It leads us to Saina, and then above 15, and we go ahead on our way onto our route. The weather is VFR, nothing to talk about there. Ignition should not be required. The anti-ice isn't required either, and it's no MELs on the airplane, so we should be good to go. We'll go ahead and select our parking brake to the off position. And we got no one behind us. We got purple GSX people, but that's okay. Barcelona traffic, it's fueling 8462, pushing stand 262. Appreciate all you guys watching. Can't wait to get the A340, guys. That's gonna be a really, really cool airplane. I don't want to know why this light is on. Oh, I think I know why this light's on. There we go. My peer Korea had it on there. Thank you for the subscription. Whoever subscribed, appreciate you. Do we know why the purple GSX people? I think it's the update beta 4 doing it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and start our engines up. Now they're on the straightaway. The Tug doesn't have problems with straights. It has problems if you start engines on a turn. So what we could do is we can put our ignition to the start position. And we will select 1 and then 2. Just make sure the APU bleed is on, which it is. Starting 1. Put the sounds up for you. I am on reserve, by the way, guys, so if I get a phone call and I gotta go to work, then like last time, then I'll have to go to work. Oh no, you're kidding. Mr. Flight Sim Gaming Lonnie just texted me the A340 is out. Guys, do we stop the stream or do we continue? You know what? Let's go to, maybe we'll go to Lisbon, and then if we have time for another one, I'll load up the 340. Or we could do this flight in the A340 also. Alright guys, in the chat, I put a poll. You guys want, in the horizontal chat, you guys want to go get the A340 loaded? We'll go buy it and get it loaded up. Or do you want to stick with the A321 that we're doing right now? You guys let me know. Alright, go ahead and set our parking brake. We'll start number 2. G'day, Todd. Thank you for joining in. Todd, go answer the poll for me if you'd like. If you guys want to go see the A340, or do you want to just stick with the A321 like we're doing right now? I can go buy the 340 and get it loaded in about 5 minutes or so, set up some views and call it a day. So you guys let me know. Okay, so he's talking to me. He's disconnected. Like, I don't know how he's talking to me. He's disconnected his headset, unless he has the wireless one. But that doesn't make sense because you still have to plug into the airplane. It's wireless to USB, so that's very unrealistic. They can't talk to you once they've unplugged in real world. But anyways, park and brake is on. Edges are on. Let's go ahead and do our start to the normal position. APU bleed can be turned off. Let's give you guys a little bit of lights on here. Why not? APU master can be turned off as well. That is pretty much it for the overhead panel. We'll get to our lights in just a second. Coming down here, we'll set our auto brakes to the max position, our flaps to the 2 position. Spoilers armed. And let's quickly do a flight control check. So I'll lock my office chair wheels here so I don't slip and slide. We're going to go full left. Neutral, full right, neutral, full down, neutral, full up, neutral. Awesome. We can disconnect our rudder or our nose wheel steering from our rudder, and we will select full left, neutral, full right, neutral. Everything's working nice. We can re-engage that so we can taxi now. Park and brake can go to the off position. And let's see if this taxis with its own thrust. Let me go ahead and put on the camera. You guys can see the brand new Winwing Ursa minor throttle. Most of you guys are saying to continue. Let me stop the poll here. Everyone's saying to continue, so we're going to continue. Although that 340 does look quite nice. We're going to go to this flight, and then after this we will be doing an A340 flight most likely. I should have time for a quick little Toronto-Montreal tip of the thing. We'll do that. The flight time today is cabin's ready. It's 1 hour and 36. That puts me at 3 o'clock. Yeah, I got time. I should have time for that, guys. So we'll do the A340 after this flight. Is that another Vueling? Hey, my brother. Might have to make that a little bit stiffer. I like the way the detents feel when it's not that stiff, but I don't want it to roll back on itself either. Okay, regarding the throttle, is there a slight travel distance between idle and idle reverse? Yes, I can show you right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll put these into reverse, and then you have, I'll do it from this way, you have all that into max reverse. We're gonna turn Tobii eye tracker on, guys, here, so we can go ahead and look around as we taxi. And yes, you're supposed to make a radio call, but I think taxi radio calls are the most useless radio calls in the world. See an airplane, don't hit it. That's kind of what you're supposed to do while taxiing. And if you hit an airplane on the ground while taxiing, then, you know, I don't know. It was meant to happen at that point. No radio call is going to save that one. And in real world, if it's an actual uncontrolled airport, you technically don't even need a radio at a fully uncontrolled airport. So technically you don't have to make a call at all. But I know Vatson has their own little rules that they go by. Alright, turn Toby off for the time being. I seem to always blow through the idle reverse detent and blow the passenger drums with full reverse. Yeah, it should be relatively easier to do when you get the thrust levers. These are pretty good stuff for an outstanding price. Let's go ahead and press our takeoff config button. I will make a call that we're going to be crossing the runway here at I guess what's Romeo 4. Kind of a confusing taxiway layout, to be honest. It's not that great. We're going to throw the strobes on. That's Echo 6. Oh, this is a don't cross. Alright, we're not going to go through there. Barcelona traffic, wheeling 8462, crossing runway 24 right at Echo 6. Guy on final there. It's quite far. It's too far right, right? Pretty sure. Yeah. Sweet.
Barcelona traffic, DT41 Golf November is on 15.5 miles final. Established localizer, 24 right. Barcelona traffic.
At Barcelona traffic, Yuling 8462 is clear, 24 right. We'll have the beautiful IAE engines today. Strobes can go back to auto. Appreciate all you guys coming in here and saying hi. We got the sim finally working quite well. We're going to be hopefully looking for any crash to death tops and stuff like that. Should have a taxi light on there. We'll throw that on now. Ivan, hey, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for saying hello as well. Appreciate you stopping by. Getting some weird flickering going on in the sim. I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but anyways. Yeah, that's weird. You guys seeing that flicker?
Barcelona traffic,
Is it the beacon light?
37 Whiskey, pushing back, stand 226,
Nope.
taxiing to runway 24 left for departure, Barcelona traffic.
Oh, maybe it was the beacon light. Nope, they haven't. Let's turn every light off. This left turn here. I'm trying to see my graphic settings. Take this left and then the next right turn. It might have been a light because I turned all the lights off and I don't see the flickering anymore. Now, oh no, it flickered. This is beta version. This is a beta version of the sim, so. We see the flicker. Yeah, I'm seeing it too. It's strange. I don't know why that's happening, to be honest with you. It is subtle, but let me go ahead and turn my, this is where I'm going to crash the desktop. I'm turn max frame rate off. That one's really actually helping me, but maybe on stream it doesn't like it. No, it's still flickering. All right, we're going to go back. I'll put that back on, and we will just, oh, maybe this is what it is. VSync off. 40. Back on. There, we'll try that. Maybe it was the VSync. Alright, let's go back to our lights back on. There we go. I think it was the VSync in the background being on. Nope, it still flickered. Never mind. 2024 things. Yeah, man, I don't know what's doing that. If you guys can look up some why it flickers on the Googles, that'd be much appreciated. Maybe it's the scenery, maybe it's the time changing. I don't really know. But everything else is working quite well. You can see I can switch to views and it's nice and smooth, and when I move the view here it's nice and smooth, so I'm not going to touch anything else. Alright, we're just getting close to the runway here, so our departure minimum fuel here today is 18.
Barcelona traffic, easy 41 Golf November, short final 4 miles, runway 24 right, fully established. Barcelona traffic.
And Barcelona traffic at Seagulian 8462, short, runway 20, and we'll hold for the final traffic on 24 right. Yeah, that flicker's gonna bother me, guys. That's gonna really piss me off. Oh, I hate when it doesn't run well, man. It's not, I don't know. That's just a weird one. It wasn't doing that earlier, right? Anyways, we're short of 20, so the parking brake on. We'll also go here and turn the taxi light off. We're not moving anymore. Anytime you come to a stop and your intention is not to taxi, turn that taxi light off, especially if you're head to head with another person. We're just waiting for this airplane to land on 24 right, and then we'll be on our way. Could be TOD, like TLOD. No, it's not that, because then the whole sim would be freezing up. Maybe, but I don't think so. Sounds to me like work to type in Google at the moment, so I'll type here instead. Yeah, I'm typing on Google. Here's what I found. I found the cause of this if you're using DLSS for anti-aliasing and FSR3 for frame gen.
Barcelona
no,
traffic,
I'm using
easy
TAA
41 Golf
for
November,
anti-aliasing.
vacated runway 24 right.
And I'm using frame gen. Barcelona traffic, fueling 8462, landing runway 20, Barcelona. Alright, let's go ahead and take the parking brake off. We're lining up, clear takeoff as well, so on. Everything to be on position. Except, well, it's nighttime, we'll put the lights on. We'll go Christmas tree mode. Yeah, I always use TAA. I only use frame gen inside this. The only thing I want to check very quickly. Okay, yeah, I'm doing this through video, so I'm gonna try doing that back in sim next time and see if that's causing an issue. Barcelona traffic, it's fueling 8462 rolling runway 20, departure to the southwest. Alright, lights on. TARA on that. Takeoff config is normal, 20 is verified. Oh, I didn't do my trim. Whoops. That's why you do checklist, guys. What page is it? Nope. Flight control. We got a nose up of 8. Perfect. You can go away. I said you can go away. You guys ready? Watch this throttle here. You guys remember the chat? Put your flex emojis in chat. We're going to grab the center line back up from our beautiful little wing view. Man, flex SRS runway. Actually, don't have runway, but all thrust is blue. I'm not Airbusy enough to know what it means anyways.
Barcelona traffic, ILM 4043, establish ILS runway 24 right. Barcelona traffic.
Just nicely, gently bring it up in the air. Gear up with the positive rate. Barcelona traffic is fueling 8462, 200 climbing 5000, departing southwest, clear 20. Beautiful departure off the right hand side. Autopilot's engaged. Flickering stopped for the most part, so. And we got lead for climb. I'll give you guys those cool sounds here. And I'm going to lower Microsoft's volume again. Going to go flap 1. I'll go flap 0. Look at that out the window there, beautiful. Departing Barcelona.
Barcelona traffic, Vueling 962, landing for runway 24 right.
Alright guys, let's hand fly a little bit. Flaps are up, the gear's up. Let me just actually finish all of this. The spoilers can get disarmed there. I'm going to put a little bit of the lights on. I like a little bit there, just because I think it looks cool. That's basically it. And our runway turn off and nose lights can go off. Okay, autopilot disengaged. Thrust, climb, nav. Man, this is sensitive. Alright, we're going to keep on going up. All the way to 350. And we're speed restricted, that's why we're staying so slow. There's the transition, we're going to pull on our FCU for standard. I'm gonna bring this camera on up so you guys can see the FCU. There you go. Fly with Lotto, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing, my friend? Autopilot 1's engaged. Nope, nope. There's the view I want. Hope you're doing well, Lotto. Harris is kind of bummed I can run 2020 in 4K with good settings and good FPS, but can't get any of that in 24. Wanted to fly 340, now it's released. Try Microsoft Flight Sim 24 in the beta. The beta runs significantly better. I have settings on my Discord that someone posted that I had in my video, and if you could just DM me on Discord as well, and I can take some screenshots for you. But what kind of video card do you have? Because I can help out. Lotto, yeah, 340 is released. After this flight to Lisbon, we're going to be going and flying the 340. Probably a quick little Air Canada retro ops from Toronto to Montreal. So if you want to join me for that in about an hour and a half. Departing the beautiful Barcelona. Now guys, do you guys want to fly into Lisbon at night? Or at dusk or dawn? Daytime's kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. We could do it. Or are we passing 10 already? Just about to be passing 10 here shortly. The speed restriction should go away after this of 225 knots. We can accelerate to 250. Probably should be in flap 1 right now, probably. There's that 10,000. The lights can come off. Accelerating 250 knots. Actually, yeah, we're still speed limited there. Got hundreds of Fenix flights under my belt, and I don't think I've ever set takeoff trim. I thought the bus did it itself. Learned something new. No, it doesn't do it by itself. Something it doesn't do by itself. Yeah, real world. I don't know about Airbus, but I imagine it's around the same. But real world, when we get the we get our load sheet printed, and we won't really leave the gate without it, obviously. We'll set the trim at the gate in the RJ, so it's harder to forget that kind of stuff. But oh my gosh, look at the graphics, guys. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. Let me turn this to cameras off. You guys get a full view. Looks incredible. It's a very weird departure, but anyways, it looks really good. What's up, Madison? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Grace says, I'm so on the fence with the 340. I'm buying it, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. I love the 340. It's such an old classic airplane. I just love it. Even though it's new. Like, it's still an Airbus. But have you run the CRJ and SU4 yet? Wondering the random turns when they aren't never better? No, that wouldn't have gotten fixed, Harris. I have used it in... no, that wasn't Harris. That was... Nerd, sorry. I've used it in beta 4 and 3 and all of them, but the turns, there's a flight model logic problem and like an autopilot logic problem. So unfortunately, that will not be fixed until Aerosoft comes with an update for that. Harris says, that's my limiting factor is RTX 3070, 10 gig. The weird thing is isn't consistent. Like, it's fine right now, but will some point drop? Yeah, try beta 4. Beta 4, I think, fixes a lot of those problems, Harris. It's worth a try. Are you back in the beta? Yeah, we're back in the beta. Because it just runs so much better. Lotto says how much? I believe it's 60 USD for the 340. Alright guys, I put a poll in the vertical chat. Oh, sorry about that. I've been missing you guys in the in the horizontal chat. I've been missing you guys in the vertical chat. Patches, I tried a couple of your AY210 profiles the other day. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, Patches. Thanks for watching. Thanks for using them. Hope they're doing well for you. Werewolf, welcome. 757-200, A340, RJ175, or I think 170. That's reasonable. Sorry, Werewolf. I've been missing a lot of your comments. They're my mistake. But yeah, we will be streaming the A340 after this flight. I'm gonna buy it. I'll probably make a new thumbnail quickly, but I'll buy it, make some views, and put all the controller settings and all that kind of stuff, and then we will go live. We'll probably do Toronto, Montreal with the old. Actually, let's see if there's any builds. Let's see, because I can go to the downloads right now of the deliveries and see if they have a an Air Canada skin for it, and we can do that after. A340. There is no Air Canada skin for it, so I guess they only have current skins. We might do a device. Oh wait, we'll do Swiss. We'll download that. Emirates at 340s. That's kind of cool. You know what? We might do Type 8 at Kai Tak, guys. That's probably what we're going to do with the Cathay Pacific, actually. We're probably going to run that. Let me go on Contra real quick to see if there's scenery for those airports. And we know Taipei's airport code. I clean installed back to SU3, and I'm hesitant to go back on the beta. Yeah. I'm hesitant too, but it does run just so... I mean, look at it. Like... It's just gorgeous. It runs so well. Well, when I get home, I'll have to start on a Mobiflight profile for 340 with the Winwing FCU. Yeah, I wonder if there's an update for Winwing. Maybe they're very quick and they smoke in any builds behind the scenes. We can go Belts Auto, by the way, guys. Let's get people take their poops and stuff. But we will see. I mean, look at this sim right now. Like... I don't know what I just clicked. There's a way to turn this off, I thought. Anyways. No, I didn't. I always forget to do that. Thank you. In real world, I have a dispatcher. They do all that stuff for us. I just go to SimBrief, get it, and I always forget to file it. I appreciate you. There we go. Let me disconnect and reconnect onto VATSIM. Oh, 1 second. Let's reconnect. I had to use a different plane. There we go. Now it should all be good. 8462, 8462. We are connected. Awesome. All right, you guys want real nighttime, so we're just going to keep it on live time now, and it'll be night by the time we get there. All right, I'm going to clean a little bit of that up because I don't feel like making a bunch more zigzags, so we're just going to go direct. Yeah, we'll go somewhere. Let's go direct to Dormy. Execute that. And actually, let's go one more. There we go. Boom. Go. I'm done with zigzagging. There's no one online. I'm going to give myself direct because I can do it. I wonder if Mobiflight profile for the A330 or 21neo would work. Probably not. VFR is probably the same. It probably speaks to a different code, though. I'd imagine it's a different setting somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and clean up adjust desired heading track. You're doing good. You can go away. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these company messages. Be cool if you can print that. No, the 350 prints, which is kind of cool. Been loving the 350, by the way, guys, as well. Are you guys all gonna buy the 340? Who's gonna buy it here? Rolf says, sorry, Kybra, hey, welcome. He's flying 321, not 1870. Yeah, it's like a 757. I see the plane all the time at my workspace. Oh, where do you work? Yeah, 321 is, it does look a little 570. I will give you that, especially with the IAE engines. Like, if you had a glance at it, I could see that. Turn some of this cabin lighting off. It's way too bright. Let's dim that. Let's see where I can do that. Cabin announcements. Honestly, I don't want to hear announcements. Turn those off. Yeah, I don't care. 25. There we go. Now it's nice. This is the interior of the Winwing 8462. I can't believe the bins don't open. This is a complete refundable airplane right now, guys. I'm joking. No one cares about that stuff. Beautiful emergency lighting there. Leads you right to the overwing exit. No IFEs, as a budget airline shouldn't have. They got a menu. Not going to click anywhere around the door because I've been simming for a while and know what happens when you start clicking stuff around that. Pretty nice little galley space, I guess. Not bad. Yeah. I swear, like, this airplane doesn't look as long as it is. Like, it looks super long in real. Maybe I have to. There you go. Maybe that's better. I'm just gonna zoom out. Like, it looks super long in real life when you sit in this for a 320. These are very tight seats as well. I'm just getting one of these views over here. One of these kind of back end views. Set that to number 0. Newark. Hey, I've flown Newark quite a bit, Werewolf. I fly into Newark quite a bit actually for work. I'm on reserve right now, by the way, guys. So I get called up to go fly, then I gotta go fly, and they're probably gonna call me to go to Newark. So doing some flight in South America. The landscape is great. Flying into Chile. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. Toilet doesn't even flush either. Yeah, complete refund, Gray. I don't know why people fly the freaking Fenix. I was saying to Owls last night, I was talking to him in Discord, and I was saying that, you know, these throttles, I'll bring them up in the camera. Oh, it's looking there. Anyways, you know, the Winwing throttles I got over here, they're really, really cool, but it's kind of a pointless throttle if you think about it. Now, I'm not trying to say don't buy it. They're amazing. But all they do is they go from idle, like I'm not saying all the throttles do, I'm saying all they do for Airbus is they go from idle to flex and or toga, then they go to climb, they stay there for the entire flight, and then you do this at like 20-30 feet. The good part though is Winwing has included a feature to turn the detents off, and then you can actually use it for any other airplane, which is kind of cool. That is a pretty cool little system they got going on there. But it's funny to me that everybody buys Airbus throttles. I mean, if you love the Airbus, then 100%. But all they do is they stay in the climb detent for your flight time duration. It's super congested. Yes, it is. It's Although I've been hearing from some crews it's been getting better. The last time I was there, I was number 4 for departure, whereas like 2-3 months ago in the summer, it was like number 35, 40, and it just took hours to get off the ground. Thank you for the other subscription. Appreciate you subscribing. If you guys are brand new here, I am a World Airline pilot. I don't fly the 321 or any of the Airbus series, but I fly the Bombardier, now Mitsubishi CRJ 900. On the east coast of US and Canada, and sometimes the west coast, but usually east coast. Alright, let's see how much longer we got here, guys. We're going to be there at 7:27 Zulu. I forgot to start my chrono as usually. In the RJ it's automatic, so I always forget to do that. But anyways, the current time is 18:04, so about an hour and a half still. It's quite a long, it's plus the approach, so that's good. Probably in about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to make myself some breakfast/lunch. Appreciate all you guys stopping by, saying hi. The flights for the Airbus are usually short because of the fuel consumption due to the climb setting. The flights for the Airbus are usually short because of fuel consumption due to climb setting. No, man. Climb in the Airbus just means that the auto thrust is taken over. So climb doesn't mean climb thrust like the RJ does. Climb just means the auto thrust has control of the engine. So the A320s and 21s, they can go pretty far. They can go 5-6 hours. And or more, depending on how you load it. And you know, once you get to cruise, this thrust lever will stay in the climb setting, but the auto thrust will reduce the thrust to maintain your desired Mach. So unlike the RJ, unlike where it's FADEC, where you leave it in climb thrust for climb and then you can move them, this stays here forever, and that just means it's in the auto thrust position, in a sense. If I move it out of this position, you can see the lever climb. It needs me to go back into that mode, or it'll start honking at me about it. The auto thrust doesn't have authority and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, unlike a Boeing where the thrust levers just move, and they move with the auto thrust, the Airbus does not move with auto thrust. You just put it there, and the auto thrust has it, as long as you have you'll have thrust climb or speed here telling you that the auto thrust is taken over. All right, if I disable the auto thrust and click the buttons here on my physical throttle, you hear a chime. Double click to get rid of the caution, and now we have no auto thrust anymore. So we'll go turn it back on, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle them back into the climb detent to make sure. But we also got Mach boxed, Alt star, which is capturing altitude now at 35,000, our cruise, and then Mach is now not boxed anymore, so it's the active mode and everything's going well. So it's captured Mach, it's capturing Alt cruise. Yeah. No worries, Werewolf. It's a good question though. But yeah, the 320 series, they can go 19, 20, 21, they can go quite far. They used to actually do, I know in Canada they used to do E-tops with a 19. They used to take it from Toronto to London, or across the ocean. It was an 18 or 19, one of those. Alright guys, well we made it to top of climb, and our top of climb numbers, let's take a quick look-see to make sure all the flight is going well. We don't have any fuel leaks or anything. So top of climb was supposed to take us 23 minutes. I would have known that if I started my timer, but I didn't. So we'll say we're probably on time. Fuel-wise, we're supposed to be at planned top of climb of 400 pounds. We're showing 14 just under for us, so we're good on that. 30 under planned, but we are about 1,500 pounds above minimum fuel, which the minimum fuel is 12.8. and we require an additional 1 hour and 12 minutes from top of climb. It's pretty close. And 475 left in the route, 475 left in the route. So we are exactly at top of climb. We're planned to be positionally and pretty close to our fuel numbers as well. And the RVSM altitude all checks. Both the altimeters here are within 200 feet of each other, so we can stay in our reduced visual separation minimum airspace, which is above 29,000. And we're all good. We are cruising along. The 19 it was? Yeah. Yeah, one of those smaller ones, the baby bus. Man, this sim looks gorgeous right now. I don't know if it comes across as well on YouTube, but just looks beautiful. Do I have 2 views? I have 2 views for that. Alright, let's do this. Let's make this a view. And then we're gonna go to this side. Let's make sure this. And let's go over this side and make this view. I thought I had a view for this side, but I guess I didn't. Or maybe I overrode it without knowing about it. There we go. Now I've got a view on this side. Appreciate you guys stopping in and watching and staying here. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna make a quick meal, and we will be back to chat. We'll see you in about, I'll probably be back in about 10-15 minutes, but we'll be in Lisbon in about an hour or so. Alright guys, I am back. Thank you for staying with me. Just made a quick little scrambled egg sandwich. Lone Gamer says, oh, let me scroll up a little bit. I read it off stream. I replied to you there, but I'll read it out loud. Evening, my wife. Wait a minute. Evening, my wife went on. Evening, my wife went not working as Spanish and daughter often use Vueling for Gatwick to Oviedo, Spain. I don't even know what that is. When visiting relatives there. I'd never even heard of this airline until until I saw it on the list for this flight. Not gonna lie to you. Bing bong, refreshments are being served. Bing bong. Congrats on 10K. Also, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Yeah, we've had this channel for a long time, going about 9 years or so. Only in the last couple of years it really started going off with the flight sim content. Greetings from Lucky Flying Service and Live Bait. Welcome, Lucky. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for being a member of the channel as well. You defo have more engine noise than this in the real thing. That plane hum never goes away. Yeah, I know. I mean, real world it's much louder, right? I deadhead on quite a bit of the 320 series. The most annoying thing to deadhead on, in my opinion, after flying 3 flights, and then you have to deadhead home late night, is a 220. Those engines are so annoying. I know everyone loves them on SimWorld, but I'm telling you, operate 3 flights starting at 8 in the morning, or 7 in the morning, or 6 or 5 in the morning, and then deadhead home on one of those. And you want to sleep. Every 20 seconds is so annoying. At least on taxi. It's fine in the air. So the 340 is sold out. No way it's sold out. That's not even a thing. I watched the vids, haven't caught you live much. Oh, thanks, Lone. Well, thank you for catching us live. We're going to be streaming the A340 after this. As soon as I pushed back, it came out. I knew they were going to do that. But we will be streaming that as soon as this flight is over. Everybody voted to keep this flight going, so we're going to keep this flight going. Is it a democracy here until I say so? All right, well, let's see. We got about an hour left in our flight. Let's slowly start setting up for our approach here. We're probably going to do the visual, because the visual approach is really cool. Go check. How's it sold out? It's online. Let's see. We're gonna press MCDU. Actually, I'm gonna do this on. Yeah, I can do it here. AOC menu. There's no ATIS because no one's online, so we'll request the weather request. We want a METAR LPPT in the top left. We'll go ahead and send that. And we'll go back to the flight plan perf page, next phase, and we're gonna go to the right hand MCDU, and we'll go back to that little weather request that we got going on. And I like to set it like this so then I can read the info from the right and type it in there. So the weather data, 310 at 12. This is true because that's technically a METAR and not an ATIS. Oh, you know what? Lisbon's actually online. Let's go ahead and get an ATIS, guys. They just went online. This will be interesting. ATIS. And let's grab an arrival ATIS, an LPPT. We'll send that off. My personal hell was being on reserve in New York, getting released to go home and catching the 5 a.m. JetBlue 220 flight out of JFK. Whale song galore. Yeah, you just want to go home in peace. And every time you add thrust, it goes... and it vibrates everything. It's so annoying. I hate it. Cool plane, but it's annoying. I don't know. The whole thing in jet aviation was supposed to get quieter. Now, for some reason, we've reversed that. It also was supposed to get faster, and then the Concorde got retired, so. Yeah, I haven't seen you live. Oh, I read that one. Todd says they may be having server throttling issues. Probably. I don't buy airplane stuff from any builds. So far, not been good enough and too pricey. It is quite expensive. However, I am enjoying the 350 quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. But I guess they get better over time. Yeah, they do. In my opinion, they do. Hey, Flight Streamer, welcome. Congrats on 10K, he says. Thank you so much for joining. By the way, guys, if you don't know who Flight Streamer is, be sure to go check out his channel. He's a huge influence in the simulation aspect of things. So thank you so much for joining. Caught a bit of your stream last night as well. I don't know if it was last night. I'm pretty sure it was last night. Your landing helicopter. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's go and get this ATIS. I think we already requested it, so we'll grab it here. There we go. Information Alpha. Runway use is 02. Awesome. Vacate via hotel. Hotel 4. First on ground frequency 127.55. Wind 310. 12 knots. All right, let's go throw that in here. So 310/10. In the wind, and if it's an ATIS, guys, the wind is magnetic. In a written, if it's a METAR or TAF or anything else written, it's true heading, but because it's an ATIS, that is now magnetic heading. 10-mile viz, that's written in kilometers, which is throwing me off. A few clouds at 2,000. Awesome. Let's go ahead and quickly, doesn't have, oh, page 2, there we go. QNH 1022, we'll go ahead and throw that in here. And the temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. It's actually not that warm for what I thought Portugal would be. The dew point of 15. The ILS approach is in use, so they're not going to give me the visual. We already loaded the ILS, so that's okay. We'll go to the flight plan button, as you guys can see. LPPT, arrival. And we already have the ILS approach plugged in. Is there any VIAs we might need? There's VIA PSEC. Let's look here if that's even going to be needed today. PSEC is a very far extended final, so we might as well just load it. And then if they want us to do it, we have it for us. So why not? We'll have it there. ILS 2 PSEC on the the Upala 2 Alpha is how you say that, probably not. And all the perf data has been loaded in. Let's make sure. Next phase. We're gonna set our bare minimum in just a second. Flight Streamer says, thanks for that. No worries, Flight Streamer, of course. Last night the landing challenges. Yeah. So I thought I was going crazy. Yesterday I operated 3 flights. And I woke up at 6, so I forgot a lot of stuff when I got home. I didn't even know what day it was anymore. I just passed out. How are you liking the throttle? Dude, it's pretty awesome. I don't have the flaps or the spoiler. I don't know if they are sending it or it got lost in mail or something, but the actual thrust levers are pretty cool. They're pretty sweet. I like the detents. In my personal opinion, I kind of wish the detents were a bit stronger. I know that you can adjust the thrust lever friction. This is coming off what I know. My buddy flies a 320 and just coming off an RJ. The detents are pretty strong. They're strong here too. But for the price, it's absolutely fantastic. I don't think you can really get a throttle like that for that price. Way better than the Thrustmaster. I've tried the Thrustmaster at a few friends' houses and Aviation World. Way better than that as well. Well, P&G did a 350 with Fenix. I got those, but they I shop at a few devs these days. Yeah. Honestly, you gotta just go with what you got. In my opinion, the 350, like, I'm not going to be doing no MELs and failures and stuff in those things. So, to me, it does what it needs to do. All right, so I think I've done everything right. Beta, I got MS24 on Game Pass. When I go to click update, it doesn't do anything. So you have to go, Harris, you have to go to Xbox Insider, sign up for the beta. You probably did that. Then I would restart your PC, because it does that to me too, what's happening to you. Then press update, and then try to launch the game. Even though if it says update again, just spam the update button or play, and it should update doing it. It sometimes needs a restart of a PC twice, and or the Xbox app twice as well, so it's kind of a weird process. But it'll eventually do it, and then you'll know because in the settings, at the very bottom of the graphics settings, you'll have seatbelts enabled on or off. It should come in separate packages. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got one package. I got one package for the thrust levers. I didn't get anything else from Winwing. But Flight Streamer, if you're still here, I want to show you this. Reach out to the guys at PU Air Korea. This is the throttle right here, by the way, guys, that we're talking about. This is the brand new Winwing Ursa minor thrust levers for the Airbus. But reach out to PU Air Korea, flight streamer. I think you'll be most, I was going to say most, I don't even know what I was going to say, but I think you'll be impressed with this. This is their brand new Garmin 530 little unit. It plugs in with USB-C and an HDMI, and then that little ring is for a magnetic stand, which is I think it's extra cost, but it just plugs in like that, and then the stand kind of folds and you can do all sorts of stuff. So that's really cool. It's a Garmin 530 by PU Air Korea. Really, flight streamer, if you reach out to them, they are the nicest company I've ever worked with. They're really, really nice people, and you'll see them at the expo. Probably already met them as well. You probably already know them, but if you didn't, it's really cool stuff they got going on. And also ask them for their, I think you have them already, their PLTA, their lighting panel. That stuff's really cool too. Wish descents are a bit stronger as well. Yeah. I like to get the Winwing stuff, but have to save up. Yeah, honestly, the Winwing stuff, if you can't afford it, is really good. It already is a fantastic price. It amazes me how they're making this stuff for this kind of a price, to be honest with you. But if you ever do get your hands on a Winwing product or try it somewhere, I think you'll be very impressed with the build quality for the price and the level of detail in terms of sticking to what's supposed to be happening. You may fix it. Nice, Harris. Thrustmaster's pretty much done. Yeah, I've heard rumors that they're developing like a force feedback yoke or something, but those are straight up rumors. Seatbelts is a setting. Yeah, Harris, I don't know, man. I turned it off. I don't care. I have to do their light switches first. Yeah, the light switches are really cool. I meant to unbox. Yeah, dude, the lighting switch, like, I use it all the time now, especially in the Airbus, and it works for a lot of other planes, but I use it all the time now. It's become more handy than I thought it would become, to be honest. Yeah, I do have that panel. I just need to film the unbox. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's hard to fit all this stuff in. I've been saying early on chat that I need like a bigger house. I have no room. I need like 3 cockpits at this point. I appreciate you guys stopping by and subbing and do all that cool stuff. Let's continue with our setup here. And our barrel minimum today in the ILS runway 02 is going to be a Cat 1 of 530. And we'll go ahead and throw that in there. And that's it. We got a V approach of 141. Transition altitude of 4,500 feet. We're going to request the visual approach, and hopefully he gives it to us. Let's go to the RadNav page real quick. 109.10 with a course of 24. 109.1, that is correct, and it says course of 25, but I've noticed it's always off by 1 in the auto set there, which is kind of interesting. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to request the visual. So let me go ahead and bring up Navigraph really quickly, and I'll show you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to build a little bit of a custom waypoint here. Go here, press approach, runway 2, visual. Let's also mark that down. Hopefully he gives it to us. You'll see that we have a Lisbon VOR. We depart that VOR at a 205 radial, and then we go to about 12 miles from the Lisbon VOR on that radial and start a left-hand turn. Basically, as soon as you hit the coast, you start about a left turn, about 10 degrees bank or so, to come right over the bridge and align yourself. It's a really cool approach. So I want to load this up. Let's go ahead and put the Lisbon VOR in, which is 114.8. Let me make this smaller. I'll put it over there. So 114.8. We'll throw that in the VOR there. I guess I could just type LSS as well. That also will work. I guess not. I thought it. Wait, is it LSS? What's it called? LIS. There we go. I was going from memory. That was incorrect. LIS. There we go. 14.8. We're gonna select the course of 205, departing that. Awesome. We'll do it for the FO side as well, and that's all good. Now, also what I'm going to do, if he gives us the visual, is we'll go to flight plan. I'm going to go down here. The arrival ends. The arrival for us will end probably at P6. You know what? We're probably not even going to get to do the visual. I'm going to disregard that because what I was going to plan to do, I thought we were going to come, the last time I flew in here, the Arrival brought us over here. And so I would make a custom waypoint of Liz 205 12-mile DME. And the way I can do that is Liz slash, I think it's radial first, slash 12. And you just put over any waypoint you want. And you'd pick, it's that one. Right? And then that would have made a waypoint. That would have made a waypoint right here. We're going to erase that. We're not going to use that. In our arrival, we are going to be coming through PSEX most likely. Let's scroll through this all the way down. Decel. There's PSEX, and then PSEX goes into the approach. And we're going to clear that hold if we don't really need that hold there. But anyways, that's going to be the current plan. So their plastic Boeing yoke is bad. Yeah, dude, they're everything they offer is terrible. I still have their Thrustmaster Warthog. I used to have their Thrustmaster Warthog joystick, but I went to a Virpil, but I still have their throttle, and it's okay. But everything else from that point on, it's just been terrible in my experience. It's very expensive Thrustmaster products, and they break so easily. I just got one off their side six. Very nice to feel. Their Winwing one, Todd. Yeah, the side stick stuff is really good. Their Ursa minor side stick is very, very good. All right, well, guys, well, the top of descent is coming up shortly. Let's take a very quick look here. I usually don't do this, but I want to check out what that hold shenanigans was doing. Yeah, I don't really want to do all that, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, I want PSEX, I just don't want to hold there. There we go. Fix it on up. Now it looks correct. We'll go and go there. And we are good to go. I'll give you guys a very quick approach briefing. I'll give you a full IFR briefing because I haven't gone here in a bit. Same, I have Pendular and Warthog. Yep. Yeah, the Pendular yoke, like the buttons and the axis started breaking after like 5 months of use. It's terrible. Winwing, Todd? Yeah, nice. You'll love that. If you you already have it, so you do like it. But anything else you'll buy, you'll love. All their stuff is great. I have Winwing. I've paid for Winwing rudder pedals. Outstanding. Still work amazing after 2 years. I paid for the Winwing FCU. Amazing as well. I paid for it. And then everything else they have sent me as well. I have their EFIS panels for the Airbus. I have their entire MCP and EFIS for the 37, both Max and NG. I have their MCDU. I have their thrust levers, and I have their stick. And everything is top quality. If I was 13, 16 again playing Flight Sim back in FSX Steam Edition, I would have loved to have all this stuff, man. Yeah, the Winwing side stick for the price is outstanding. Of course, you can get more realistic, but then you're going to be spending $600 to $1,000. But it's an incredible price for an incredible product, in my opinion. And I'm honest, guys. You saw that when I post things about Moza and ProDesk Sim and about all those things, I said, like in my ProDesk Sim video on the CRJ, I said you probably shouldn't buy them. They're overpriced. They came broken, but I like the CRJ, so I want it. So. If stuff doesn't work, I'll tell you guys it doesn't work. As I said, the thrust levers, the detent should have been more stronger in my opinion. They're still good, but I'll say when I don't like stuff. But Winwing is incredible. I went with the Charlie pedals over the Winwing. That was a mistake. Yeah. The Winwing are unbeatable for their price. Crosswind rudder pedals are very good as well. I've heard a lot of people say good things about crosswinds. The Thrustmaster pedals are completely overpriced. Anyways, let's do this brief, guys. We're going to be descending via the Ulopo something, 2 Alpha, one of these. And it's page 10-2 Bravo with RNAV star. Chart date is 12 September 25th. Have a couple notes on first contact. On first contact with Lisbon terminal control, report only call sign, cleared flight level, and star. Well, on VATSIM we probably aren't going to have terminal. I don't know who's on just yet. We'll check that in a second, but we'll keep that in mind. And then your various usual things. Point merge procedure and operation expect as soon as possible. Direct to instruction to the merge point presex or PSEX, and that probably merges right into the final, which it does. So we can expect that kind of stuff. Some speed restrictions. Descend via the Mach number until transition of 280. Let's go ahead and fix that in our little books down here. Perf. Next phase, descent. We want, let's do 0.79/280. Alrighty. Now the computer knows that we want that speed restriction in there. Alrighty, maintain 280 until slowed by the star or a sign. Max 280 between 24 and 10,000. Max 250 below 10. Alright, cool. That's all the default kind of stuff. You guys all know that stuff. You do have some lost comms procedure there too, as if you lose some comms. That's nice to see in there. But basically, we're going to be taken up from Aleppo, Exona. And in real life, we would go here and actually confirm every single waypoint. So, you know, we'd go... You know, Aleppo 280.25, Exona 250. So we'd go through each one, but it's going to bring us around town all the way into that, and then we're going to be leading into the ILS runway 2. It could be a visual backed up by the ILS runway 2. Page 11-1, effective 16th of May. Got a low frequency, can't speak, of 1091. Final approach course of 025. PSEX. PSEX final is the glide path check at 4,000. The MDA of 5. What did I throw in here? MDA of 530 is set and is confirmed down there. MSA based on the high sector is 4,000 feet. On the north side, it's based on the Liz VOR. Missed approach is straight ahead to flight level 6,000. Contact approach. Missed approach with comm failure. We won't brief that, but it's straight ahead to 7,000. But anyways, go miss straight ahead. Talk to some people. They'll tell you where to go. 3-degree slope. Pappy's on the left, and we have the HIALS Type 2 lighting. We plan to exit over there in Lisbon, runway 2. Most likely the right high speed of Alpha, it looks like a Hotel 4, sorry, will be the best for us. There's not really many exits for us, unless we do a very sharp turn to get off. So, yeah, Hotel 4 will go auto brakes low. And we will be parking at stand, it doesn't tell me, it just tells me Terminal 2, so we'll figure that out when we get down there. Lastly, guys, fuel-wise, we expect to be down there with a fuel of 8.9, so basically we'll call it 9,000 pounds. So go to the init page, next page. Init page, next page. Am I doing that wrong? Init page, next page. Okay, never mind. I did it 3 times and I just realized what I was looking at. But anyways, our zero fuel is 146.5. 146.5 plus 9,000 pounds of gas. A landing weight of 155.5. We can go over here and quickly set that up. I'll get back to the fuel in just a second here. I guess it's going to know everything. 155.5. Enter that in. Auto brakes low. That'll be perfect for us. So that's all going to work out. Medium would obviously give us a bit more, but we don't need that because we're exiting Hotel 4. Anyways, fuel wise, we're planning to land with 9,000 pounds of gas on board. Our minimum gas down there at Lisbon is 7,200. So we're going to have an extra 1,800 pounds of gas. If we have to go missed, we can do another shot. We have enough fuel for one more approach and runway 2. They can probably sequence us a bit quicker in there. And if we hit a min fuel of 7,300, 7,200 pounds, we're going off to the alternate of LPFR. That's all I got for you guys. There's no MELs. There's no threats to this flight other than me reading the chat too much. So we will be doing that. Consider yourself briefed. I went, oh yeah, thoughts on the Moza yoke? Freaking love it, man. I paid for it myself. They did not send me the Moza yoke. in all fairness and all transparency, as I always am, Moza has actually been the least cooperative company. Not in terms of not sending me stuff, but even like not replying to emails within time and all sorts of stuff. So other than that, the yoke is amazing. And it's not going to be as good as like a $1,500, $2,000 yoke in terms of the software, but the actual quality of the metals and the build is amazing, and their software does need a bit of help. But with the right profile, you can make it like bajillion times better than the TCA. Obviously, I would have loved a forestry back pendular, but that's going to be up to hopefully Winwing in the future to make that, or maybe them. Maybe they'll make one as well. All right, well, descending via the star, our lowest point on the star is P6 at 4,000. Let's just go ahead and clear ourselves down to 4. And the top of descent is coming up in about 10 miles or so. It looks like we have Lisbon approach, which is 19,105. All these weird frequencies in Europe. 19,105. Whatever that means. Probably 19,1. Actually, I think this does do 105. RJ wouldn't do that. Yeah, RJ won't do that. All right, let's hit our descent button, which is pushing our altitude knob in. I did that on the FCU. And we've got descent boxes capturing our descent for us nicely. There comes the V path marker. Go and expand our scale again. My wife is British Airways cabin crew. We spent a New Year at Lisbon once, very nice, but was a long time ago now. Have you, with any time off, been over to Europe much? I've never been to Europe. I should probably use my standby passes to get over there. It's just a nightmare to get if you get stuck and all that kind of stuff. So I've never ever been to Europe. The VNAV in the A320 in the current sim always seems a bit weird, man. I enabled that VNAV pass so early, and it still needs drag and skyrockets down. I mean, not even the RJ is that bad, and the real RJ VNAV is terrible in real life. But all right, we'll get rid of our spoiler there. More drag has disappeared. We're gonna go auto brakes to the low setting, and that is all she wrote, folks. Let me get flight recorder started. I'm not going to start recording, obviously, but we're just gonna get it them somewhere in the background. Yeah, see, and now it overshot the heck out of it, and now it's going to climb, and it does all this kind of wavy, pitchy stuff. Big fan of Prague. Oh, there we go. To contact me. Beer is cheaper than water. Plenty of sights to see. That Prague is a very good one. I'd like to try that out for sure. Let's go overhead and contact these guys over here. Let's see if I can pronounce this. Upolo to Alpha.
Portugal 1861, continues left turn heading 025.
Upolo to Alpha, yeah.
Continue headed to 025 at Pascal 1861.
And approach is viewing 8462 descending via the Upolo to Alpha.
Closing 8462, Lisbon approach, hello, squawk 6230.
6230, yielding 8462. Alright, 62.
Charlie Alpha informs request, touching go over 835.
6230.
Charlie Alpha uniform, wind 350 degrees, 16 knots, runway 35, clear touch and go.
Runway 35, clear touch and go, Charlie Alpha informs, thank you.
Already on mode
Charlie
C.
Alpha, Papa Juliet on downwind.
Charlie Papa Juliet, traffic Cessna 172, turning final.
Guys,
your number 2, report final,
the
running
pilot is too loud for you.
Roger, Charlie Alpha, Papa Juliet, request 1200.
Charlie Papa Juliet, approved.
Probably a little bit there. Skymaster, hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, everything is looking good. Finally, with a 3,000
Loading 8462
hours.
identified. Continue descent flight level 110.
Continue descending 110, viewing 8462. Alright, 11 set and confirmed. Been doing tons of setting tweaks to finally get this sim to run, and it is running. We'll be
Cougar 1 uncontrolled airspace, monitor 1.2.8.
We will be streaming the A340, by the way, guys, after this flight, so don't go away too far. Take about a 10-minute,
Portugal
20-minute break.
1861, airfield at your 12 o'clock, 15 nautical miles, confirm inside.
I managed to get back in May. Had to go via Zurich and then Swiss. Yeah, see, I don't want to do all that on the way back from company.
Portugal 1861, cleared visual
back
approach,
to
runway
open
02,
class.
your
That's
number
awesome.
2, number 1, short
from.
final.
That's awesome, yeah. My company doesn't really upgrade us too much, and it would be absolutely annoying to have to go to all those different airports and all that. I'm a direct person. I'm a direct guy.
Loading 8462, direct Ortug.
Whatever that was, direct Oxtut. And direct Ortug, just confirmed, fueling 8462.
That's correct.
Okay, direct Ortug, 8462.
Charlie Alpha Uniform Airborne, runway 35, climbing 1000.
Charlie Alpha Uniform, you only need to report on left down.
Ortug.
Okay.
Execute that. That's the hardest part about flying in Europe, is trying to decipher their accents. Hey bro, thanks. I will DM. I need you to know how to get that overlay. Yeah, sure, man. I just use Fly Live, and then Aviation Bros is the one who designed it for me. Aviation Bros' his YouTube channel and his Discord, or his username. Aviation Bros made it for me. CSD, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello.
Sorry, Papa Juliet, wind 350 degrees 16 knots.
By the way, guys, be sure to go check out CST's channel and also Skymaster's channel.
And confirm apron requested.
Apron, echo.
Fellow close friends of the channel.
Vacate left on Kilo.
Saw CST at the Expo. Hope to see Skymaster in Minneapolis this year.
Visa Portugal 1271. Contact rounds 121.755. Bye bye.
Round 121.755. Bye bye. Portugal 1271.
Portugal 1861. Wind 320 degrees 12 knots. Runway 02 clear to land.
Runway 02 clear to land. Portugal 1861. Brilliant.
Horizon 46. Wind 320 degrees 8 knots. Runway 07 clear for takeoff.
Nice thing with the much of Europe is the trains. Yeah, that's true. Originally, I had planned to go in the via AMS or German airport and then take a train. Swiss was only like $60. That's it, or so for a Z fare. That's crazy. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Yeah, the train system is really good.
Charlie Alpha Uniform downwind.
Most of my trips have been direct though. Yeah, Harris. Yeah, I love direct.
Charlie Alpha Uniform, you're number 2.
Well, you can do some stayovers around London, Heathrow direct there, and Windsor Castle. That's pretty cool. Hamilton Court, all within 10 miles of the Heathrow. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I have to get enough time off, and my girlfriend has to get enough time off to be able to make it worth it to me. And then I want at least 2 to 3 days of fudge factor if we can't get on a flight type of a thing.
Booger 1, Lisboa approach, confirm IFR flight plan following shoreline.
Negative, VFR flight plan.
Cougar 1, Roger, you found
did you get
IFR
most of the, sorry, did you get the 340? It just got released? I didn't. I just pushed back and Flight Sim Gaming texted me to say, hey, the A340's out. I'm like, damn it. And most of everybody here voted to keep the flight going, so we're going to keep it going. After this flight, I'm going to leave, buy the 340, and then stream that. Maybe like a quick little flight. Someone was saying though it's sold out, which I don't really know how that works. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but for all the north, but our people don't clear standbys till last minute. Yep, I had a 5-hour layover, got a seat assignment as soon as I booked his ad, walking off the inbound. Yeah, that's the same for us. Unless the flight has like 20 people out of like 150, they'll give you a seat. But
Papa Juliet, can you second, please? Juliet and Lima, Charlie Sierra, Home Papa Juliet.
Lucky that with 28 watching and only 15 likes. What's up with that? What's up with it? I don't know.
Charlie Sierra, Home Papa Juliet, Juliet and
Who
Lima.
knows, man?
Correct, Juliet and Lima, Apron Echo, bye-bye.
You're sure Holland CRJ,
Bye-bye,
I'll
thank
take it in the, yes. I won't confirm the country, but we are
Charlie Alpha Uniform,
North
wind
America
350
for sure.
degrees, 16 knots, runway 35, clear touch and go.
35.
Make sure you install it from the marketplace, don't stream it. Okay, cool, will do. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna download all of it and install everything you see here is all installed to the sim.
Under pressure.
Well, for the most part, except for anything else like the weather, but I've installed all of 24 as well onto the hard, or the solid state, whatever you want to call it.
Coding 8462, descent flight level 70.
Flight level 70, revealing 8462.
Confirm 70.
Confirm, flight level 70, rolling 8462. Alright, 70 set and confirm.
Confirm final altitude request.
We will stay at 4,000 feet when reaching drop zone. It's
There's
around
Lisbon
Victor
coming up
Papa
in the
61. We would request
in the distance out there.
1,500 feet.
Roger, reports ready for descent.
Reporting when ready, Biden 460.
I'm kind of sad, guys. I really want to do the visual approach into runway 02. I can request it, actually. Let me request it from this guy. You saw the whole time. Notice any differences? I don't. In beta 4, I'm not sure. I haven't done enough comparisons. But what I have noticed is last time I streamed to Lisbon, I kept getting internet problems, and it's like your internet's not good enough. But it's like I have 3,000 down and 3,000 up speed with a direct connection, and internet tested was 2,500. Like we're booking it with speed. So I'm like, I'm just gonna install everything so when I stream, all the internet can go towards the weather and the streaming and that kind of stuff.
Or cancel and continue VFR to Montige.
I'm gonna request visual vector 0, the visual approach runway 2, because that approach is beautiful.
Roger, Cougar 1, VFR starts now. When ready, descends to 4,000 feet, QNH 1022.
And approach fueling 8462 with request.
Go ahead.
We'd like to request the visual runway 02 vectors for that if possible, just because it's beautiful.
Voting gate 462 agreed, so in that case turn right heading 260.
Right turn 260, fueling 8462, thanks. Alright, we're off the star, guys. Let's go ahead and do that thing I was talking about. We're going to go ahead and sequence this. Let's go direct. And, don't know why I don't have more of them listed here. There we go. Huh. Let's do it on the, let's do it over here. That's weird, it wasn't working over there. We're gonna do P6 and we're gonna do radial in. And I think I clicked that wrong. Let's do this again. Erase, direct. P6. Radial in is we'll do
Pascal 181 vacated runway 02 value.
Go 1861, contact ground 121.755.
Contact ground 121.755. Muito obrigado pelo controle, peço desculpa por isso. Até a próxima.
And what I'm also going to do now is we're going to put LIS/radial of 205/12 mile. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. There's 33 miles. We'll put that in there. That's good. And we will keep that discontinuity. We'll press execute on that. We're still in nav mode. Sometimes this thing likes to automatically re-engage nav. So this is our 12 mile. I'll bring up the approach chart in a second, but that's our 12 mile radial off 205 with the Liz VOR. Let's go back and go to rad nav. 14.8, 14.8, 205, 205. That's still been saved and set. So what I just set up there, guys, is this right here. Let me bring up the visual approach. I got rid of it because there we go. So what I set up, guys, is the Liz VOR 14.8, a radial of 205 out to a 12 mile range, and that's where we're going to start our left hand turn into the approach. Missed approach procedures on this. All aircraft carrying out visual circuits to 02 shall not, unless cleared by sea, descend below 2,500.
Temperature 20,
on the downwind leg.
1021.
And Goron has climbed straight ahead to 6,000. You guys been rebriefed for that approach. Happy with it? Cool. Still no threats, still no MELs. Everything's going fine.
Cougar 1 correct. Continue descent to 3,000 feet. Proceed at EXPO and Vincent Gabriel Bridge and reduce speed to 50 knots or less.
Anything local will be far better than streaming. Yeah, probably. It's only available through the MS-24 marketplace. Yeah.
To continue descent to 4,000 feet. QNH 1022.
022 down to 4,000, 8462.
5046, entering uncontrolled airspace. Visual information online.
Alright,
offline correction.
No traffic
why not?
reported.
Monitor
022 is fine.
Deja, 122.
022. There we go. I know it's 4,500, but we're going to be descending through it anyways, so might as well have it. Might as well have it going well. Were you flying with the 340? Might join you. I don't know just yet, but if you have a short route, like I was thinking Toronto Montreal, but they don't have an Air Canada skin. There is a retro. Air Canada used to have it, but maybe I'll do Taipei to Kai Tak. That'd be kind of cool. I know Owls did that, but it looked like a really cool one.
089, there's an approach low, wind 320 degrees, 12 knots, runway 02, clear for.
Maybe I'll do Zurich to Geneva. That apparently was a real flight with Swiss, like a really short one. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm still enjoying the C750. That one's awesome, man. Is that the Citation X? That one's awesome by Flight Effects. That one's really good. 51,000 Mach 0.9. Yeah, it was awesome. Did my PPL back in 2000, but missed flying. But MSS has to do these days. That's it, man. That's it. Get your fix somewhere.
The Alpha uniform, winds 350 degrees.
The US and Canada both use inch mercury. Let's go ahead and set up the tower frequency in the background here. Oh, there is no tower. We're going to use ground then. 121,755. That'll be our ground frequency. Speed limit exceeded. Well, let's go ahead and do this.
Go 1826, identified. Continue descent, flight level 110.
I thought this thing is automatic, man. I gotta be a CRJ pilot now. There's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and throw these on. We've got our wing lights on as well.
Descent, flight level 110.
Look at that light. You see that little illumination of the lights? That look pretty cool. Vertical speed 1,000. Spoilers are being retracted. We're still in the heading of 260 given to us. I thought, okay, so maybe he's not giving me the visual approach because I wanted to go here and do that sweeping. So you start over there, you fly along here, you hit the coast, and you do a sweeping, beautiful left turn right over that bridge.
Loading 8462, descend at 1,500 feet per minute or greater.
1,500 greater, revealing 8462. All right, spoilers are half. Let's go ahead and do that. 1,500.
Portugal 1826, direct Mazuk.
You know what? We're going to actually give him open descent. We're just going to press this, pull that open descent. We'll go full spoiler. And this is the equivalent of descend mode in the CRJ, basically.
Identified. Continue climb flight level 240.
Play mods, welcome on the vertical stream. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Yeah, flight effects are awesome. Yeah, the flight effects citation is amazing. The problem I have with it is the rudder. The rudder physics seem all janked up.
Alpha uniform, vacate left on Kilo, taxi apron, Delta, bye-bye.
Speaking of Zurich, I saw the A340 depart my labor. That's pretty cool. The thing was barely hanging on. I want to try it in the sim, super unpowered. Yeah. We have the 500, I believe, in the sim, if I'm not mistaken. No, we have the 300. We have the 300 in the sim.
320 degrees, 8 knots, runway 07, clear to land.
Yeah, we were already descending alone. We just the speed should have known 250 by 10,000. It's in its little FMS, so it should have been. I thought it would have been yelling at me for drag or something.
Loading gate 46.
Okay, we'll become CRJ pilots again.
At your 3 o'clock, 10.
I turned my brain off at an Airbus. Field inside, viewing 8462.
Loading gate 462, roger, cleared visual approach, runway 02. Number 1, report final. Do not descend below 2,500 feet until established on final.
Cleared visual approach down to 2,500, not below until on final. Viewing 8462, thanks. All right, 2,500 feet is set. Autopilot disengaged, flight director's off.
Go 089er, direct all bots.
Let's start our recording.
Direct all bots, Air Portugal 089.
Cougar 1, doing it on.
Cougar 1, roger, join right down in runway 07, 1000 feet.
And you join the right on link runway 07, 1000 feet, go.
Flap 1, spoilers retracted. And armed. We are on a visual approach, guys, so we can all do this by sight. I do have that extended center line I put out there for myself as well to help out.
Go 1826, descent.
And we put the landing symbology up as well.
This is
1,000 feet to go. Let's increase this turn a little bit as I blow through the loke.
So Cougar 1
It's a
confirm.
beautiful thing about the visual approach, guys. You guys just do what you want. Within reason, of course.
Cougar 1, roger. Number 1 reports final. Do not extend down and beyond 45 degrees from a beam threshold.
Okay, we're just going to cut that bridge in half and we'll call it a day. Let's go gear down. Flap 2. The field is right there, guys, by the way, just off the left. Beautiful, beautiful approach. Let's go ahead and through. Actually, we're going to wait in our lights here.
2,500.
Running
Check.
8462, reduce speed 160 knots.
Reduce 160 knots, loading, viewing 8462. We are final now, runway 02 visual.
Roger, continue approach, expect 1 departure ahead.
Continue approach, viewing 8462. Okay, 6,000 feet is set for the missed approach.
Zebra 21 Delta visual.
Our auto throttle isn't doing anything, so I'm going to go manual for the time being in a second. Let's go auto thrust back on, climb. It's giving me a thrust idle command, which is strange. Let's go flap 3.
Cougar 1, wind 320 degrees, 8 knots.
Alright, we'll just go manual thrust, then we'll go flap full.
Running 8462, you can resume normal speeds. The other traffic still not on frequency.
Normal speeds, viewing 8462, thanks. Alright, we're visual landing.
Running 8462, winds 310 degrees, 12 knots, running 02, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 02, viewing 8462. Lights on, clear to land. Let's rearm our spoilers here. Don't know why the auto thrust won't engage, probably my fault. Oh, I didn't get my seatbelt signs. What a terrible pilot. There we go. Let's realign ourselves with the final course here. Let's try auto thrust one more time. I don't want to work too hard here, guys.
Portugal 089er, direct Nelson.
Yeah, thrust idle.
Repeat, please. Portugal 089er.
Portugal 089er, direct Nelson, November Echo
We're going to do
Lima
about
Sierra
146 on approach. And let's actually fly this approach level properly here. Got about 15 in wind from the left, so we're just going to counteract that. We'll probably need some rudder to the right once we land.
We have to disconnect all the airport control system.
Here's good night.
Correcting speed. We are recording, guys. You guys got a camera going on. Everything's looking pretty good. Let's correct that glide slope a little bit. VR with this would be really, really cool. Turn the light on for you. You guys can see a bit better. There you go.
500.
Check stable.
Portugal 1826, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1022.
Don't know what to trust here. The Pappies or the glide slope, they all seem both broken to me in Microsoft Flight Sim. They're very sensitive in the sim, I notice.
You confirm 4,000 feet.
So we're just going to go by my aiming point of the Pappies down there. A little bit of rudder if I can fix it a little bit.
Bird 2-1 Delta, Lisboa.
Idle reverse.
We need the person with 5 moments.
Nope, go down, Mr. Airplane.
Roger, report when ready.
We're closing, please 1 on top.
And we're going to exit to the right, which was Hotel 4, I believe. We're going to cancel our reverses there. Manual braking. I'm going to get my taxi chart, taxi chart back up. Here's Hotel 4, exiting on the right. Need a tiller for this, would be nice. Whoa, a little bit of lag. Let's stop the replay there.
Portugal 186, correction. Air Portugal 1826, direct PESX.
Let's get a little slower for this turn coming up.
Air Portugal 1826, direct PESX.
Portugal 1687, Lisboa approach Chateau, winds 310 degrees, 12 knots, runway 02, clear for takeoff.
He should transfer me to ground. I can go myself, to be honest, but they usually should be on that. Thanks for subscriptions, guys. Appreciate you. Alright, we're just going to go to ground.
Limit, just confirm where you would like us to push to if possible.
It was a beam stand 116 or 117, just to be clear of Yankee for you to turn left for taxi faster.
That's hard to understand.
I can push back and push to a beam 116 facing towards Yankee.
Roger, Air Portugal 903 Lima, push back and start up a please approved facing north, a beam stand 116.
Get to me eventually here.
Clear to push and start and to face north, a beam stand 116, Portugal 93 Lima.
Ground fueling 8462, clear 02, Hotel 4.
Welling 8462, very good evening. Welcome to Lisbon. Continue taxi via Uniform and Lima, hold short November, expect stand 203.
Okay, continue Uniform and Lima, hold short of November, expect 203. You fueling 8462, thank you so much. Look at that, reporting right there. Come on.
0 Atlantic 9er, continue taxi via Mike to Mike holding point, runway 02.
Mike to the Mike holding point, runway 02, Euro Atlantic 99.
Okay, Uniform is straight ahead, and then we're going Lima, he said. Alpha Tango 4,
Welling to Bravo, Skokmo Charlie, please.
Oh, I forgot. In auto mode doesn't work. Oh, that wasn't me, but I'll do it anyways. Can't even find Lima. Let's slow this down a little bit, and let's go and zoom in on the actual map. Might make a difference.
Welling to Bravo, push back and start up is approved, facing north.
Push back and start up approved, facing north, winning to Bravo.
Flight Italia 757, contact Lisboa approach on a 9er.105. Bye bye, safe flight.
119, see you, Secretary, thank you.
I guess he means Lima 1 short of November 1. I don't really see a November at all. I usually just disconnect by this point because I don't really care to taxi in and all that stuff. Appreciate you guys sticking in here. Did you face a loading issue with SU4? Not really. Not really. Lima Hotel November, I think. I didn't hear hotel, but we can do that. That sounds right.
Euro Atlantic 99er, contact Lisboa approach 199er, decimal 105. Bye bye, have a safe flight.
119-105, Euro
The
Atlantic
performance
99,
is
catch next time, bye.
kind of tanking here, but not too bad, I guess.
Portugal 93 Lima is ready to taxi.
Portugal 93 Lima, taxi via Yankee, Tango and Mike to November 2 holding point, runway 02.
Yankee Tango Mike to November 2 holding point 02. Portugal 93.
Let's cheat a little bit. 203, he says. Sure. Oh.
Portugal 93 Lima.
I'm doing things right without even realizing it. Alright, cool.
For Mike 5 holding point, runway 02.
Same taxi route via to Mike 5.
Yeah, 203.
2 holding point. Portugal 93 Lima.
Thank you.
And we're going to be short of November, which is the only thing I see here is November 1, so I guess we'll be short of that. Don't know why this is just completely tanking right now. It was doing really good.
Welling 8462, continue taxi via Lima, Mike, Zulu 1, stand 203.
Lima, Mike, and Zulu 1, if I heard correctly, over to stand 203. Wheeling 8462.
Affirm. Left on Mike, Zulu 1, stand 203 for Welling 8462.
Okay, copy that, Chaz. Fueling 8462.
Winning 22 Bravo, request taxi.
Not that call sign.
Welling 22 Bravo, taxi via Golf and Uniform to November 2 holding point, runway 02.
Taxi via Golf and Uniform to holding point November 2, runway 02, Winning 22 Bravo.
There's Zulu 1 on the right hand side. We'll take this guy here. I'm going to start up our APU. Can't really see here. 1, 2, and 3 over there. So we'll kind of get aligned for that. Getting some flickering textures as well. I think it's the senior that's making me just tank right now. I'm not too sure. Do you get the issue of V-Pilot audio steadily ramping up? Not really. All right, we'll fall in the lead-in. Right there, 321's been confirmed. That's good. We can turn off our taxi light there. All right, parking brake is set. APU is online. The APU bleed can be turned on as well. Number 1 and 2 can be shut off. The belts can be turned off. The fuel pumps can be turned off as well. And beacon light off. And we're not going to do deboarding. We're going to go straight to the landing. I'll just say thank you to the ATC and we'll do the landing here. Ground Viewing 8462, thank you for the service and pass it on to the approach.
Bye-bye.
All right, disconnecting from VATSIM. We're all good with that. Yeah, I don't know why everything's just completely gone to garbage in terms of performance. Let me try making it daytime, see if it gets better. Huh. It was perfect all stream. That is definitely strange. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and do the replay. So we'll go over here and we'll press our Fenix button there. You can go away. Oh, lag. Fenix. And let's just go. I didn't want you to do that. Close, close. Let's get rid of GSX. Blah, 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 da, da. GSX. Go away. Let's go panel states ready. Activate. Let's close these doors. Let's set the flaps to the full position. Spoilers to the arm position. Sure. Oh, I think I forgot to disarm that. My mistake. The parking brake can be... You can stop talking to me. You can... Oh, was it GSX that did that? No. I don't know. Anyways, we'll start the recording. And make sure the flaps are good. Sweet. We're going to press a replay. What airports somehow are bad? It's MK Studios Lisbon. It's actually decent. Last time. Yeah, it's because I'm on a ultra wide. I'm on a Samsung Odyssey G9. Might be running out of VRAM. Stupid 5080 with peddly 16 gigs. Yeah, I run medium textures to avoid VRAM issues. Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, it's fine now. Probably just a DLSS bug. Do this to fix it, maybe. OBS is still on the right thing. Yes, it is. I'm gonna turn Navigaph off. Get rid of my notepad. Get rid of Contrail. And get rid of Discord. That's me blowing through the loc. Not really a good idea to see the runway through the window, but anyways. Much easier, guys, when you can actually move your head. I guess I could turn on Toby, but... Toby! Well, I fixed it. I don't know what did it, but something got fixed there. What is happening? I just hear something. Yeah, I don't know what that sound is. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know why either my auto thrust wouldn't engage. It just stayed in thrust idle mode, which was strange to me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that before. It's probably my fault. And Lone, yeah, it seems like in the sim, the glide slope and the poppies are always like way too sensitive. They're always off. Don't spill my martini. Hopefully we didn't spill it. I think it was pretty decent, guys. Should have added I should have been left of centerline and then added a little bit more right rudder near the end. Yeah, we got it working really well now. It was just something, it didn't like something. I closed, maybe Notepad, I don't know. I closed Notepad and that just brought it all back. Like I can switch, you can see it switching and it's all fine now. So let's see if it's the airport doing it. Look at that bridge. Beautiful lighting. It's probably a little too bright, but it does look pretty cool. Hey CST, if you're still here, I'll be in Discord and after the stream if you want to chat. I'm probably gonna get the A340 all set up. It will tank again at the airport because it tries to hold all the airport textures in VRAM when you loaded the replay. It unloaded the airport. I see. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Still shouldn't be doing that. I didn't get this performance before off of stream. You got SU4 to work so far, so good. No performance. Need to find out what add-on was giving me problems with the loading. Had to rename. Yeah, so CST had to do that as well, Harris. Did it get stuck at 68% for you? Beautiful visual approach here down in Lisbon. So like the airport's just like in the middle of a city, which is probably a bad idea, but it looks cool. I think they're way down, but also the replay kind of screws up the engine sounds. Well, that was a really high flare. Holy crap. We didn't tail strike though. It looks like it does though. It's hard to see from the view. In real world, it's much easier to tell, like, because you get that oh crap factor in your bottom of your stomach, but you can't really feel that here. I think it's a max of what, like 7 degrees on the 321 or something like that. I don't know. I don't fly it. Something like that. Beauty. Let's go back here. I'll give you guys a cool little replay like this. I'll give you guys maybe some daytime replay if you like as well. The 2024 lighting is a lot better than update 3 was, and 2020 obviously all together. Little bright, that light, but hopefully you'll see something out of. Whoa, yep, it's definitely the airport doing it. I'm using flight recorder to the replays. Mr. Flight Sim Gaming, welcome. Thank you for stopping by on our arrival into Lisbon. We are just going to do a couple replays here, and then we're going to be not installing. We're going to be closing the stream down and loading and buying the A340. I may or may not have time to stream the A340 tonight or right after this. I said I wanted to, but I'll try. But I might have. It might be a rushed stream, and I don't like rush streaming, so. Yeah, I cracked those reversers. You saw the nose come back up a little bit. I did pull up a little bit to the rest of the descent of the nose, because anytime the auto brakes, or anytime braking in real life as well, you start to brake, the nose will start to rotate on down, so you have to hold it off. So I tried doing that, but I guess it was too much. So I'm like, then I kind of forced it down. Like, nope, stay going down. Well, that doesn't look good. It's definitely MK's scenery doing this to me, because everywhere else it's fine. So it didn't happen in Barcelona, but it is happening here. It really doesn't like this scenery in update 4. Why do I said no YOW? Man, that looks just disgusting. Like if I go over here. Let's go back here and unload the airport. Let's maybe try Alt Tab. Whoa. No. There we go. It definitely is VRAM, but we're already on high textures, so let me guys give you a replay on the daytime here. Yeah, my test flight usually, Alani, is Montreal, because I have it basically memorized. Dead key 5 departure. 237 on the heading, left, right turn 245 after 1100 feet. Vectors Saver on course. Then go to the Habs 4, Habs 6. Is Habs 7 now maybe arrival? Miklo transition. I wonder if it's the nighttime lighting just destroying it. Look at those reflections. You can see the reflection. Those, I guarantee you, those aren't that shiny. Those are so just grimy and dirty. there's no shine to those. They look cool though if it was that shiny. A brand new airplane. And for some reason, those are shiny as well. Alright guys, we'll give you one more replay from the exterior view. I want to say thank you to all the channel partners who have sponsored this stream with either discount codes, affiliate links, or hardware like we're using the Winwing stuff today. So thank you to them, and thank you to the channel members who support in a monetary value. Appreciate all you guys as well who support the channel. And then everybody else who likes and just subscribes to the channel. I really appreciate hanging out with you guys, and hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll give you one more landing view from outside, and then we are going to call this a day. It seems like the scenery at nighttime doesn't work at all, but daytime's just fine. Anyways, from me here at the Ursa CFI channel, I appreciate all you guys being here and watching. We will see you on the next stream, hopefully pretty soon. And we'll be hopefully looking at the A340, and keep an eye out and ear out for the 10,000 giveaway stream, as we will be doing that shortly as well. So if we have a nice little chunk of time to make that work, slam the nose down as we do. And we will see you guys in the next stream. Thank you, and bye for now.